Last week on the Ivory Crowns, we thought we were gonna go blow up a crown, and instead
Oh, yeah.
we got on a little detour because we were like, I don't know, where are we gonna blow up this crown? I don't know. Why don't we get a map of some islands nearby where we'll go find some uninhabited island and blow it the fuck up? And we're like, where can we get a map? I don't know. Why don't we go to Palma Marta? That place is nearby. It's got pirates, and we've kind of wanted to hang out there for a while because we're pirates, and let's go check it out. So we went to fucking Palma Marta. So y'all get to Palma Marta, and you're like, well, where's the map place? Well, there's a famous map place in Palma Marta. You didn't know it at the time, but William Jebby is a world-renowned map
Fucking
maker
Jebby.
from Maps. It even has its own theme song, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs song, which I had to go listen to again.
It's a
Uh,
great song. I
it's a
actually
great
listened
song.
to it too. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good song.
Me too. Me too.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh,
Okay, so now I feel like on the stream we need to cut to that video for just, and then we'll cut back. Yeah, so we got maps. We bought a map, and then we were like, hey, wait a second, we actually have a map. Like Locke was putting his new map in his map case, and he was like, wait a sec.
I'm going to disagree with you. Do not say it was a wait a second. You said, you have another map here, guys.
Hey, I'm trying. I'm trying to mix it into the narrative here. Okay, the DM doesn't exist, but the god somehow manipulated Locke into looking into his map case and seeing, hey, I got this other map. It started at Miguel Palanta del Marta or something like that, and you had to go on this little goose chase around the town. Halfway through the goose chase, you realize, oh, this town has changed a lot since this map was made, whenever it was made. And so now we're just kind of randomly wandering around. But you managed to find yourself up to the top of the cliffs and to where you thought you might find the secret buried treasure. Although the location that you thought you would find it was currently occupied by an inn. After a little bit of searching around and talking to some drunk Glenn, you guys,
So tight.
he was awesome. Pretty much every random dude we made up last week. I forgot about Burning.
Dude, they were all
Vernon, who I framed.
Yeah, we'll get back to Burning because Burning was the dock
Vernon's
master.
a very large part of the storyline.
Exactly. Burning just randomly made up. He happened to be a NPC who, I don't want to call him the dock master because that's almost too formal of a title for this pirate town, but he certainly was in charge of the docks. And you guys heard from him that the turtle shell was a good place to drink, and that was the inn that you guys found built up on top of this cliffside where you thought the buried shield of the turtle was. And that's kind of a strange coincidence name. Once you went into the turtle shell, you realize, oh, they must have dug up that shield, and it was sitting on the mantle above the bar there. And you guys thought, okay, you walk in the door, immediately you're like having a powwow of deciding how you're going to steal the thing. You realize that's looking a little bit strange, so you think maybe we should sit down and have a drink while we discuss how we're going to steal the thing. This is where the murder hobos and you guys really came out. Last week was probably the most murder hobo you've ever been. You started out being like, we're not going to murder hobo. We are going to trick them with our tricksiness. And you had some kind of shooting competition, but you kind of pissed them off because you didn't let them win when they won. And they were like, well, fuck you guys. And Locke was like, well, you guys had a chance. We weren't going to burn down your place, but now we have to burn down your place, which, again, interesting strategy. But sure enough,
I feel like that's entirely our fault.
Yeah, you guys have already rationalized it as their fault somehow that the place burnt down. In any case,
Definitely,
I'm not
definitely.
rationalizing it. I just said it was the easiest. And then Raph wanted to do a whole shooting contest, so
Listen, at least I tried.
I set it on fire, and I'm fine with that.
Lucius has no mixed morals about the situation. Apparently,
No.
he's
And
okay
they're
with
both
it.
undead, and they're both still alive, or unalive, I guess. They'll make a new inn. They live forever. They'll be all right.
See, he's got it all figured out. They're gonna be fine. They're undead. They live forever. They're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine, you guys.
I'm gonna see him as a beggar in another city, and I'm gonna feel really bad about it. Chris is gonna ruin me with that. I already feel it.
And you guys, well, Locke with his sweet little invisibility cloak was able to sneak up onto the bar, at least unseen, before grabbing the shield and trying to get out of there. You guys exchanged a couple blows with the undead barkeep and his husband before you ran out and you said, "Well, see you later, suckers." And
we burned down an undead gay couples bar.
Yeah, you guys are really not on the cool side right now.
No.
Whoa! It had nothing to do with that.
Exactly. It didn't matter who they were. They had the shield.
They
That's
did.
all that matters.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're absolutely correct.
I will not be accused.
And like
of
I
crimes
feel-
I have not committed.
Yeah,
I
no.
fully
Only
believe.
ones I have.
Yeah.
We
I
would
fully
have.
believe in gay marriage, but undead marriage, I don't know if I'm comfortable. I don't know if I'm comfortable with it.
I'm pro undead marriage. I'm just not pro having things that I want.
Oh my god, I love this. You guys. We would have stolen from a straight couple too. It had nothing to do with
it's circumstantial.
Literally anyone.
Completely
Yeah.
circumstantial.
Anyway, old people, young people, it doesn't matter. We would have stolen from them. Okay, we're burning your place down.
Equal opportunity piracy.
It's fucking awesome. And yeah, sure enough, as they're screaming out, saying, "You homophobes," or something, as they chase you out, you're like, "No, I swear it wasn't that." And you jump off the cliff. And I think most of you were feather falling down, but Geo was like, "Nah, this is a perfect time to do a clippity-cloppity, flippity-floppity."
Yeah.
Why don't you make an acrobatics check for me, Geo?
Oh yeah, all right.
We want to see how dope your clippity-cloppity actually looked with your Animorphs transformation.
That's funny because acrobatics is probably one of his worst.
I know. That's why I'm wondering if you're going to belly flop or... Oh, not bad. I'm going to say you managed to get the arc right. And once you turn into dolphin form, it's natural to just flop down into the water or dive in nose first. You got a nice clean entry. The rest of you, Featherfall? Is that right? Or any of you doing?
I was flying.
Yeah.
Oh, fly.
I jumped with our Featherfall boy,
Yo.
Captain.
Featherfall.
Yeah, he was the one who said, "Trust me, guys." So the three of you Featherfall down. Lucius, you fly. Because you're flying, you can get down to the ship right away if you want.
Yeah, that's where I would be headed.
Okay, so you get there, and do you give any special orders to Winter?
I'm just gonna look at Winter and say, "Hey, Winter, get the ship ready. The captain's probably gonna have a whole shitload of orders as he gets back. We may have burned down a building, but we got something very important. We need to probably set sail here soon."
Understood, sir. I'll get the boys back on board and ready to go.
Yeah.
And
Let them know payday's coming up too.
They'll be very happy about that, Captain. I mean, sir.
Aye, it's been too long since we paid the crew, and they've earned their fair share of bonuses for what we put them through.
It is. We did just miss a payday, so you're right. It is time for pay. She's like, "All right, sir," and she whistles out loud. You can see that a couple of the sailors get attention. She starts screaming orders. "Get everyone back on board. We gotta get this ship running as soon as possible. The captain's on his way back, and he's in a hurry." And you see people scurrying around. You see a couple run off onto the planks to go, bring back some of the crew that might have been out having a drink or whatnot. You guys had told them not to go very far, so pretty much anyone who's not going to be on the boat, they're going to be left behind.
Correct.
And the three of you kind of float down, and you manage to hit the water. You can kind of see.
Oh, can I say?
Yep.
Well, maybe they swim fast. I was wondering if I could send a small boat out there. Maybe Winter can send a crew to start boating over to the cliff and pick them up.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. She'll launch one of your guys' rowboats and with a couple of the sailors on there. And that way, you guys are going to rendezvous kind of out in the Bay Area as she pulls the full ship out. I think we got. So when you guys hit the water, what's your plan? I know some of you got swimming abilities.
Yeah, I've got my manta ray cloak on.
I have propeller leg.
I'm a dolphin.
I have no idea what
Easily.
I'm going to do. Probably drown.
Dresdes is sinking to the bottom.
I think between the three of us, we could probably carry him along with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Again,
you're all
can
swimming, yeah.
If I'm flying, before I even this is silly, but before I even leave, can I drop Dresdes my clasp of the clam so he can move his movement speed in water and breathe?
Sure, or you can come
before
back
I fly
and
to the ship, or can
Yeah.
I fly back and
You
then
can
like give him the
fly
clasp-
right
the clasp
back.
of the clam?
yeah, we'll see. Say you see them kind of struggling a little bit with Dresdes, and you realize, oh, I got this clasp of the clam. Again, it doesn't take you very long, like a minute or two, to cover this space as when you're flying over the surface, right? So you kind of fly over there and you give them the clasp, and that makes it so much easier. Now you guys are still swimming. Even with dolphin speed, you're not going to be able to make it over there super fast. So within the 5 or 10 minutes that it takes you to get out into the bay, you see that the Jewel of the Crown also a bunch of sailors rush back on board. They pull the ropes back off of the dock, and the sails get up. Just as a number of sort of shouts start erupting along the docks, and you start hearing some angry folks, you can now see that up behind you, 10 minutes having passed, the turtle shell is fully engulfed in flames. A large column of black smoke is sort of coming out of the top of it, and you can see, the folks that were fighting the fires are now just sort of watching it burn. But you guys have made your escape as much as you can say. You're out in the bay. You're a little bit wet as you're climbing up the ladder on the side of the ship, but you've got the shield that you sort of came here for. You got the maps that you came here for, and you're out and free. What are you all gonna do?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Time to go then.
Yeah, we gotta leave because
Yeah,
they're
Captain,
not gonna be happy.
not gonna lie, we should blow this shit up and then immediately go into the middle of the desert.
Yeah, let's go. Find a place
not-
to blow up the crown, and then fucking yeah.
Well, straight to the desert. We'll tell Winter to sail there. I can teleport us straight to there. Let's just blow this shit up and get out of town.
Okay.
Okay, so that sounds like next option is finding an island to blow this shit up. So you got your new.
That's why we bought the map.
That's why we
right?
got the map, right? So let's pull out the map. I didn't make a map, so we're just gonna do this old school style. But we're gonna need, first of all, Locke, describe what kind of island or place you're looking for on the map.
Small, deserted, in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. So
I guess not in the middle of nowhere, but it's gotta be out of the way. I don't want anybody to fucking be like, oh, look at this cool ass island, and then, oh god, nuclear explosion.
you don't want anyone just be sitting out on their deck and
It
be
doesn't
like,
even really need to be an island.
look at Bobby's Island over there. Doesn't it look nice with the sunset today? Boom! Oh
Yeah.
shit! What the fuck happened to Bobby's Island?
Yeah, man.
Um,
All the killing I do should be intentional.
Yes. No accidental death.
Okay, so you're not going to use one of these islands right here outside Palma Marta.
No.
Yeah,
That's not fair to people just hanging out.
That'd
yeah.
be funny though.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys, let's swing over to Kimoria for a second. So what you see, or what you find on these better charts, you feel like they're fairly accurate. You can tell at least the area around Palma Marta is marked out fairly accurately. And you can see that there are some smaller islands off to the Never Eat Shredder West that are, at least at least as near as you can tell from the map, they seem like they would probably be uninhabited. There's, we'll say there's 3 of them that sort of form a little V shape that's pointing out into the deep water, and you think one of these 3 is probably going to be a good candidate, and we'll say that it's out to the west of Delrado, maybe about here.
Okay.
There's about 3 of them.
Cool.
And that's probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about a week's travel sail to get out there. You guys want to head out there?
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And is there a way to send a message to the Black Lily Queen?
Yeah, the long road so that they traded with them, remember?
Yeah.
Probably just send it through the long road.
That's
And
correct.
let them know, like, hey, we found an area. This is our timing. We're headed there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Be
sure.
ready. Be ready with mages or whatever they want.
They should
Okay.
meet us there.
So do you want them to meet you there in a week, or do you want to say, we'll be there in about a week, we'll send you more word when we're there?
Either meet us there or teleport onto our boat.
They're probably going to have to
Or-
teleport to your boat because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
like they can teleport. It is open current. Oh, never mind. That's captain's.
Captain, our teleport circle is definitely operational. We could send word and have those mages here as soon as we get there.
Right, yeah. I mean, no point in being on the ship while we're traveling. Just let them know about a week out, I guess.
Perfect. All right, I'll get with Dresdes and he can get with his friends. We'll get word out.
All right.
All right, so you'll send word through the long road to Quenthis about your timeline. Now, let me do a quick review of what we've got going down. So we need to find a place to do the ritual. You've already done that. We need the spellcasters. You've got the message going out to them. We need to build this ritual circle. To do that, we need some materials. Those materials include some elemental crystals. You estimate the cost of materials being around between about 700 and 1,000 gold pieces. So there's going to be that. Now then, this is that business. And then the other thing you guys had planned is that you might build what I'm calling a vortex. Let's see what I have here. Yeah. Sort of a magical vortex that you will use to delay the explosion of the crown in the final step, which will buy you 1d6 plus some undetermined number of rounds. That is based on, it looks like a tinkering check from Raph, and and maybe it looks like maybe an Arcana check as well in there as well. Okay, so basically we're going to build some stuff and do some skill challenging stuff to build this up. Those things are going to impact the ritual.
And
So
I'm figuring we
Yep.
could just buy either the materials and the spell scroll for Circle of Death from the road, or will I need to, on our way to the islands, fly to Delrado, like on the way, and be like, hey, can I get this? Can I get this? And then move on.
Delrado, with these, there's really nowhere in Kymoria that would be a good place to buy this that you've been, other than maybe Glenomere. So
Okay.
Long
The
Road
road is what
is
we
definitely a good option. The next best option in all your
asking the
mind.
lilies.
Well, I didn't think about that. I was thinking your next best option would just go back to Earshore because you can get anything you want there. But then that comes with its own risks and whatnot.
I'd say with our message to the lilies through the long road, we should also suggest that we need these items for this plan to work, and they will be able to be taken from our chest that she has. Right?
The payment for it.
The payment can come from our chest. There's lots of money in there.
Well, I think this payment's going to have to be up front, or you'll have to work out something with the long road on your own. she's got the money right now, and she's not giving it back to you until you guys are done with your deal. But you
Would
guys
she not
probably,
be willing to use some of our money to purchase items for the deal?
um, you know, that would be something you'd have to work out with her.
Oof,
Um,
okay.
at the moment, you know, well, how much? The real question is how much money y'all got, because the 700 to 1,000 gold pieces, you guys can probably cover that off right now.
Yes, we can.
We also have a cost related to the vortex, which looks like it has a roll attached to it in my notes, which means we have to do some designing of the vortex. We haven't designed it yet. We've still got that. So there's still question marks related to the vortex. The main ritual square has already been designed, and we know kind of roughly how much that'll cost. So
Okay, cool.
let's say that in your last note you did put off an order for crystals and magical ritual, or the ritual building stuff. So that's about 700 to 1,000 gold pieces worth of stuff. We'll say you asked the long road for that already, but we still need to investigate the vortex. So Raph, do you want to spend some time maybe with your research crew and try and
Yeah.
build a vortex or design a vortex?
Seems like that was the best plan. Yeah.
Okay, and you guys can do that while you're all sailing. So I'm going to advance. Oh, and if you do want to pay your sailors, I guess you're going to pay your sailors when you get money back, right?
Correct. It would be after we blow up the crown.
All right, so we'll say you guys sail out for a day, and you are. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to need some Arcana checks, Raf, to be able to come up with your blueprint for your vortex. And if you have a research crew with you, maybe Lucius and or Geo helping you out, then you can roll with advantage.
I don't know if Lucius would be helping, only because he's probably busy with like 100 other things, dealing with blowing up the crown.
My foundry just kicked me out for some reason. Okay, here we go. Coming back on.
Geo, are you going to be
Yeah.
a helper?
Yes.
All right. Are you a better Arcana-er than Raf?
I
If
think I have a +5 to Arcana.
Oh, that sounds like it might be Raf then.
I don't think I'm a better Arcana. I'm not a +5 good. I'm a.
Sorry, Foundry's still loading for me, or else I would do those checks. You can feel free to roll them for me if you want.
Placeholder systems are updating.
You do not want me to roll your checks.
Okay, here we go. I just got it. Okay.
Yeah,
here we go.
especially not for this, because then we'll just blame him.
True. Come on, you son of a bitch, just come up. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, so we need some private GM rolls, right, for Arcana?
Yeah.
Oops.
Ooh, close, but not quite enough. Or at least you didn't make significant progress today. You get a little frustrated with some of your drawings, and you end up crumpling a couple up and tossing them out. But you wake up the next morning feeling like you've got a little bit of insight into what was causing you problems the last day, so you can make another try today.
And is Geo helping me with this?
Yep, I'm giving you advantage on your rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I can only help with Arcana.
Gracia mia porto. Alright, here we go.
Ooh. Today was a stumbling block.
Geo, this is proving to be significantly more difficult than I expected.
I'm not used to seeing you struggle with this stuff.
Guys, am I gonna have to take the 1 in 4 death chance?
I do not think we are quite there yet, but I appreciate your willingness to sacrifice your life.
What if
Hey.
Ref, what if I try it?
I see no reason why you could not try the calibrations yourself, but be careful. These are very gentle and delicate instruments.
All right. The next day.
Yeah, so I'll help Geo this time.
Okay.
I'll let Geo have a crack at it.
All right. Geo this time gets some of the numbers. So what had happened is you had in a moment of frustration, some of the ink in your ink well had spilled out on top of your notes, and then you got angry that what you had working on. He was able to piece together some of what you had and clean up some of your notes so that you were able to see what you had actually built. And between the two of you, you were able to make some progress. You've got the first stage of the vortex design. You've got 2 more stages that you want to complete, and then you're ready to build it.
All right.
Nice.
So, who's going to do it the next day?
I will try it again.
Alright.
Yes, now you got a little bit of momentum, and you managed to get the second stage designed up. All that's left is the final stage, which is a large sort of glass ball that you want to build on the top that will contain the energy while the vortex is building. So on to the third stage, and the third stage is same thing. Who wants to do the roll?
I think I'll do it again.
All right.
Yeah. Seems like you got the hang of it now.
Ooh, with a critical success, you put a nice spin on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
gonna take that
Fuck
to cause some changes with some of my other numbers over here because you did
That's
successfully.
good. That's good timing.
Nice.
That's a good critical fucking
That is some
roll, dude.
artificer
Yeah.
stuff right there.
Yeah.
We're about to do something real dangerous. That's a good roll.
Yeah.
The first thing I think I'm gonna do is I will reduce the cost. So, and I'll let you roll this because it's more fun. I originally had a 15d20 platinum piece cost. Now it will be a 10d20 platinum piece cost. So roll 10 d20s.
Wait, 10 d20s?
Oh,
Yeah.
public. Could it be public?
Yeah, public it up.
Public,
10
public, public,
D20.
public, 10.
Yeah, I'll do public. Yeah.
90, 20s. Public, public.
Okay, public roll.
Don't say a billion d20s, please.
Nice.
Boom!
Actually, that's not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 1,260 gold pieces is what we came up with. So for easy bookkeeping, I'm going to say around costs of the whole thing will be 2,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we need to, well, we're not quite at the island yet, so we can't set up anything. But we'll say that you have, we'll spend one more day to get materials from Is and the Long Road. So now we'll say that you have all the materials. If anyone has 2,000 gold pieces that they can mark off,
No way.
do you all have 2,000 gold pieces altogether?
I only have a few silver.
I've got 380 gold and 38 platinum on me.
I have
lots of money.
28 platinum total. That's all I have.
I have 6 platinum and 603 gold.
I have 54 platinum, 55 gold.
Yeah, we have enough, I think.
You all got enough, but it sounds like you're scrounging. So I think what's going to happen is the Long Road's going to give this to you on credit, and when you get your money back, you should deduct 2,000. So why don't you deduct 2,000 from that right now,
Okay,
and then
we'll
we'll
do that right now.
when you get your money back, assuming you get your money back,
Assuming.
We will.
Okay. So now let's build the vortex. This is the part that's gonna impact the.
So I'm gonna go to 0 money then, right?
No, just deduct it from the
From the party
from
gold.
the party gold.
Oh, but keep my personal gold.
Yeah, keep
Yeah.
that. Otherwise, it's too much bookkeeping and gets too annoying.
Okay, cool. We good then.
Yeah. Okay. So now I want building checks, which is going to be 3 more successes needed, and these are tinkering checks from Raf. I'm going to reduce
So
the
that's sleight of
DC.
hand, right?
Yeah, that's what we've been using for tinkering, and I'm going to reduce
And
the
can
DC.
I help him with this part?
I'll.
Sure.
I said I'll help him with sleight of hand.
Yeah, you do it.
I
It
have
doesn't
a,
matter. It's just advantage.
No, you go for it, dude.
I have a
It'd
plus
be cooler
8
if the captain got in on this, actually.
Oh, do you want me to work on it?
Yeah, dude, it'd be sick if
I
the
thought- I
captain
meant
started
for
learning
Raph.
magic.
For Raph.
Yeah, for sure, it could be handy. Yeah, why not?
All right, I guess so. Hey, Ref. I've been wondering what, ever since I got my own little magic. I was wondering, could I watch you, help you out here, figure out what's going on?
I see no reason why that should be a problem. I have just a few adjustments to make here before we begin.
All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Your help would be much appreciated, Capitan. Alright, so it's sleight of hand, you said? And GM roll, sleight of hand.
Okay. Excuse me. Ooh. First day, you were working on one of the critical components at the bottom that's going to take the energy in, and just when you got the casting, what you thought was perfect, the whole thing just shattered in your hands, and you're going to have to start over again from beginning.
I apologize for my clumsiness, Capitan.
I don't need to apologize to me. This shit looks hard.
It is turning to be significantly more complex than I expected.
Nonetheless, you feel like you realize what the flaw was in the structure that you had poured the day before, and so when you re-pour this key component again, you have plans to make it more sturdy and resilient in the next in your next build. So you can go ahead and do another day's check to recast it. All right, and as you had planned, this one comes out much more sturdy, and you are happy because it means it's less fragile when you need to build the next 2 components on it. So the next part is the actual vortex itself, also made by casting some metal that you have chosen to use, very much like the crown's mixture, a mixture of silver and gold. So go ahead and do another tinkering check. You are very happy with the quality that you have been able to produce, and it's the last stage. The last stage, as I mentioned earlier, is the glass that's going to contain it. So you need to blow some glass. So go ahead and blow the glass ball.
Capitan, this is a very careful and delicate process, and I must insist that you put on some sort of protective eyewear.
Or do you have that?
Of course, and I give him a pair of
Do you have that?
like modern day, like
Safety
plastic,
goggles.
all plastic safety goggles.
Nice.
All right.
Nice
then.
touch.
All right. So he's got his safety goggles on. Are you ready to blow?
Oh, I rolled it.
Oh, wait, sorry. I did. Oh, you did. And yes, you put, all your effort into this one. Any wrong move, again, just like with the original casting, you would have to start from scratch. But you blow this bubble up. You're kind of sweating from the heat, and you get it the perfect shape that you want it, and you allow it to cool, and it cools without any imperfections or flaws or cracks forming, and you think you've got your final vortex ready.
Capitan, I think this is a great time for me to tell you that is the first time I have ever blown glass in my entire life.
Well, it looks great to me. I think it looks fantastic. So
I
Very
was
fun.
I was extraordinarily nervous, but I am glad that it worked out and no one lost any eyeballs.
I am also glad that nobody lost any eyeballs.
As
No
am I.
eyeballs of value, anyway.
Ha ha ha.
I don't know what that means. Um, okay, so on those couple days, I didn't advance us those days, but that is enough to get us to the 3 islands that you've got now. Um, let's do, or what's your plan for surveying the 3 islands and selecting which island you want to look at? One of them has, um, I wouldn't call it a mountain, but it's certainly got some rocky parts, and it's got a hill with some rocks and a little bit some trees growing on it. One of them is quite small, looks like it's almost made out of, like it's just a sandbar that pokes out of the water. And you've noticed, at least when you pulled up at high tide, that the island almost completely disappears at high tide, except for a few little sandy bits that poke out the top where a bunch of seagulls are hanging out. And the final one, which is the one right out into the ocean, is sort of shaped like a V, and it's pointing out, and right at the tip part of the V there are a couple large rocks sticking out, but it's certainly not as hilly or tall as the first one I described, and it's got some trees on it. Yeah, what's your plan when you got here to these islands?
I mean, I kind of defer to Raph and Lucius on which one's the most suitable here.
Yeah, Raph, what are you thinking? We need adequate space for it. Nothing too crazy. Not too
I-
big, you know. We don't want to be dealing with local fauna.
I do not believe that inhabitants are anything to worry about on any of these islands, so truly we would only need a space large enough and enough peace and quiet. I don't know if there's any way for us to establish whether or not any of these islands have any dangerous flora or fauna for us to contend with.
Yeah, let's just go look at the closest one then, Captain.
Alrighto,
I'll
Winter.
take a closer look.
Aye, Captain.
Can I use my spyglass to kind of like look and see, scan it and see if I can see any big creatures or anything?
Yeah, do a perception check for me.
I do this in the honor of our dead Kenku. Whatever his name was, I forgot his name.
But it's
Wait,
in
what?
his honor.
Remember we had the Kenku in the crow's nest.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh.
we did.
What was his name?
What was his name?
Angler.
Angler. That was it.
Yeah, he died. Didn't
was
he
the
die
one.
to
Yeah, he
the
did.
Kraken?
I think it was Sirens.
He did. Yeah, that was the Kraken.
Oh, it was
No, yeah,
Kraken.
Kraken for him. No, the only two people got abducted by the sirens. The only person
It
who
was
actually
the-
died is the guy that I shot.
And we didn't
RIP
like
Angler.
those guys, right?
The Sirens people were the Overboard twins or whatever they were.
Yeah,
called.
Oh
right.
yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Overbordenson
I
or
think
something
it was
stupid
Oh.
like that.
Overton Bordsley, I think. Is
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
was.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
Overton Bordsley.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Exactly.
Dude.
Okay, you get your spyglass out, and like I mentioned, the smallest island, the little sandbar island, it's mostly just got seagulls and a couple other ocean birds hanging out there. You go to the V-shaped island with the rocks on it. You can see likewise there's a lot of birds, but you can also see you see a couple seals up on the beach, just chilling. There are some trees there, but you don't see anything in the trees that looks like it's bigger than a bird. But then you go to the largest island, the one that's got like a small hill and some rocky outcroppings on it. That one does show you do see some monkeys in the trees on that island. It looks like there might be potentially some other animal life out there as well. But yeah, that's your life form analysis of the 3 islands.
I do not see anything dangerous on any of these islands. I think that the one that provides us the most space for safety is what we should choose.
Then let's just go to the first one and check it out.
I see no reason why not.
So which of the 3 did you want to go to? The small one, the V-shaped one, or the hilly one?
this small one.
Yeah.
But I think it's obviously the V-shaped one. Come on, guys.
I love it. Yeah, everyone picked a different island.
God damn it, everyone.
Well, I mean, I thought we were going for the one with the most space, so isn't that the mound
Why do
one?
we need space though?
Because we're about to blow up a huge. We are about to explode a huge amount of
all of
magical
these
energy.
islands are gonna be blown up.
No,
Listen, I think
but
you guys
it is.
both have.
I wish to
really-
be as far away as possible when this thing explodes.
But there's a V, and V stands for victory.
Oh shit, he's not wrong, Raph.
I think that he is very much wrong.
You know
actually.
what? I'm with him. Let's do V.
I
Yeah.
see that there is enough space. So if it will allow this discussion to end, we should choose the V island.
Yeah, let's do the V islands.
Very well, for reasons only because it is enough space. We should.
V
We
for
will choose.
victory.
Very
Is the
what?
reason,
Okay.
Raph. Get on
Okay,
board.
very well. Very well.
Dread it. V, bro.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the decision is up to the captain. What orders do you give
Oh, yeah.
to Winter, Captain Locke?
Capitan, these morons, they think that this is a V for victory. So I
Me,
think
me and Dressis are just like in the background, anime style, like with our arms in the air, like with V's.
it will be enough space. So I think for morale reasons, Capitan, we should probably pick it for them. They would be very disappointed if we did not.
All right then, the V Island it is.
Very well.
All right.
For victory.
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 So you guys pull in the ship sort of into the sort of bay that is formed by these three islands. And you can't really sail the ship up to any of the islands, of course, without beaching it. So you kind of lay anchor at a nice, safe spot there. The water here is a little bit calmer because of the islands. And you send out one of your rowboats with just the five of you, or what's the plan?
I don't see any reason. I don't know.
The five of us should be.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, just the five of us.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
boat. Look out for the black
Didn't
lilies.
we need the other spellcasters too?
Not yet. We just need to look and see if this is suitable. Send word to the black lilies that we're here, and
Okay.
we're looking for an area.
So we'll say you guys sent word to Iz saying, "Hey, we've arrived, and here's the current status." You guys have already got your materials and stuff, so really you're just waiting for, once everything's ready, you just need everyone to come by. So you guys, hop up into the rowboat, and you kind of row your way over to the V-shaped island. Kind of naturally, you aim for the base of the V because that's the bulkiest part of the island. That's where the rock outcropping is. That's where some of the trees are growing. All the rest of the V are these sort of like long white sand beaches that come out along the side. So you head over to that area. As you come up onto the beach, there's a couple seals that were sunning themselves on the beach, and as you get close, they get a little disturbed by your presence, and they all flop their way into the ocean. And you pull the robot. You pull the robotic rowboat up onto the beach, so that it isn't pulled away by the tide. And you're able to do a quick little exploration of the beach and the small little jungly forested area here. Why don't y'all do a survival check? Or I guess we only need one survival check, but we can call it like a group survival check. So whoever wants to be in charge of survival.
Oh, I can.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Gio, I think you're the best at it. Lead us, please.
Yeah. I've had bad luck with them though before, even though I'm decent. at it.
I'm aware.
This is why it's a group. Like Gio knows he's got to roll bad, right? But with that advantage, critical success. Boop boop
Yeah.
boop. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Let's
Boom.
go.
Let's go.
So you guys, you do a very thorough survey of this little area, and one thing that you have found is in the center of the little jungled area where at the base of the V where those rocks are jutting out, there's actually coming out of one of the rocks a natural spring that is got, I wouldn't call it a waterfall, but it drips down the rock and falls down in, and it fills uh, a freshwater basin that's maybe about 50, 75 feet across. And this area here, you can see that there are some, local birds and stuff watering themselves here. It's just it's sheltered by the rocks, the jungle, and it just seems like it's a nice little oasis. There is enough space on the far side of this water. It's almost behind the waterfall or underneath where the water is falling down. There is sort of a small, at the moment it's not really smooth, but it's enough space and it's sheltered from the wind and such that you think it would be perfect for the ritual. You probably need to spend some time preparing the ground a bit, either like landscaping it or building something like a small deck or something that you could stand on that would be flat and level. But yeah, it looks like a good place for your ritual.
Well, fantastic, Captain. I think this is gonna work. We just need to do a little landscaping out here. Anybody
Alright.
know how to dig? We could bring the crew in here.
Well, I mean, Geo, don't you have an earth elemental?
I do. Also, I can move Earth.
Yeah,
Oh.
we got elementalist.
Oh shit, Geo. Please, by all means.
You guys remember the first time we worked together? We got into the place. Gio doesn't remember the specific names of the specific, but if I mold Earth, also, well, I guess Granitan could really. I never thought of maybe Granitan just like burrowing us a path. I don't know if the Earth would collapse. What kind of dirt are we working with here, Chris?
So
Yeah,
you've got
what's
a
the what's the acidity percentage?
How much nitrogen is in the soil?
yeah. No, you've definitely got a little bit of a mixture here. Like there's the rocks that are sticking out of the ground are kind of like volcanic rock, kind of sharp, black rock. But then the sand here is kind of a mixture of dark black sand that's come from eroding the black rock, as well as this really fine white sand. And in this little cave area or it's not even a cave, it's just this sheltered area underneath the rocks in the waterfall, you find kind of a mixture of dirt, sand, and these rocky bits. So you definitely can use your mold earth to move some of it around. You feel like getting a little help from Granitan with some of the crunchier bits might be helpful. He can definitely like break down some rock a bit, right? Now the question is, what kind of surface are you trying to make? Are you going to make kind of a muddy, sandy little spot, or something a little bit more rigid or firm?
I think firm. I'd say firm.
So with the ability to sort of just bust things up, it's going to make something that's a little bit more slushy and muddy, but flat.
That makes
So
sense.
you could put something on top of it. I'm not really sure at the moment, but like you could either out of wood or maybe rock, you could maybe build something that would then be more sturdy. Maybe Geo needs to, or I mean, maybe Raph needs to come in with his engineering skills to.
I was gonna say, I was just wanted to ask, like, Raph, I think we can do stuff here, but it'll be a little mushy. Can you find a way to flatten it out, make it more firm?
You want me to make the soil more firm, Gio?
Yes.
I
I
don't
got an
know
idea,
what
Gio.
kind of artifice I would design for such a task.
I'm just gonna create a fuckload of bonfires over this. It's a cantrip. I can cast it as many times as I want.
might work.
It'll evaporate the water, right?
That might work.
Okay.
And then Gio would explain to Raphael, like, I saw in the Kugan Empire when they were if they had like really essential roads, they would get these big round rocks and just go over it again and again and again until it was reliable enough to
Are you talking when you say big round rocks? Are you talking about wheels?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Friendly
Uh,
reminder: Geo's intelligence is 8, so I mean,
Okay, I
he'll
understand.
he'll
You.
forget
Okay. I guess we
conventions.
could. I certainly have it in my ability to carve us some wheels, but I think we should try what Lucio said.
I like that idea. That'd be much easier than rolling a huge
A lot
stone
of
wheel.
wheels, or a lot of small wheels.
Looking around me right now, I do not know if I have the resources I need to craft a large number of
Yo,
wheels.
let's just check it. Slap.
Bonfire right in front of me.
Okay, slap.
Is it getting rid of the?
Show me the
the
bonfire
water?
thing again. Show me your cantrip again so I can
Okay,
adjudicate.
hold on. It literally just summons a bonfire.
Mm.
That's why I took it. It's my favorite spell now. I've used it so many times in this campaign so far. Oh man.
Okay, business about damage, blah, 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 ignites flammable objects, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so,
Burns for a minute. Oh, it's concentration, so I can't burn multiple.
oh,
I
you
can
only
only
got
burn
one at a time.
Yeah, so never mind. My idea's off the table.
Well, your idea is to try and dry out the ground a bit. You think that this would work, it's just going to take a while.
Yeah.
You spend the afternoon, you could probably dry out the ground and it will become more firm as you do that.
To then build stilts on, maybe.
Well, this idea would be that you would just then you could do the ritual right on the firm ground if you can dry it out enough.
Okay. Yeah, screw it. I mean, it's not a huge ritual we need to do.
It
2 or 3 bonfires should
only
be
has to
okay.
work once.
Yeah, exactly. So if we just do 2 or 3 bonfires over a period of 6 hours each, I don't know, for however long it takes for the ground to be dry.
Okay, we'll say you are out here. I know Geo has similar spells or powers as well. The two of you can
Yeah.
spend time. The one thing that you find after you've been working at it for about an hour, you realize that the water that's splashing down from the waterfall is kind of working against you guys. And if there was some way to prevent the water from splashing, you would move even faster.
Anyone have any way of freezing this waterfall? I have no ice spells.
I certainly probably can devise something.
As we've seen, I'm very
I
good at
actually-
burning stuff down.
If we look, uh, hmm.
Geo pulls out his cone of cold scroll and wastes it on the waterfall. Take that, waterfall!
Go freezing
Which is-
waterfalls, listening to your smooth.
I mean, Geo,
I
we
love
could
it.
buy
I
you
love
ano-
it.
We could buy you another one.
they're
Appreciate
they're
that.
only 5,000.
Yeah,
Oh, 5,000
the small price of a.
Just to get rid of an annoyance.
I do have, yeah. I could use my Cone of Cold, but I do have a second level spell slot called Icing Death's Frost, so it'd be basically like a smaller dragon's ice breath on it. I don't know how effective that would be.
You think
know
it
how
would be
it would-
very effective? This is not.
Sorry, my mic blew out. Sorry.
You're back. We hear you.
Okay, cool.
That we can hear you.
Yeah. So you icing breath it.
Yeah, I'll do Icing Breath. I think that would be useful for the group and consume place. Okay, that just
All right. Oh, nice. You kind of get up underneath the waterfall and you just point your breath up. I don't know if you blow it out your mouth or something. That's kind of what it sounds like. And you blast the cold spell up. And because this waterfall is, it's producing a fair amount of water every second, but compared to other waterfalls, it's actually really just a trickle. And with your spell, you're able to freeze up at least the current waterfall into just a nice icicle that stops the flow altogether, and that speeds up your drying out of the ground. And there's unfortunately, the bonfire was also melting the waterfall, but it definitely say you got this. You got sort of the ground dried out just before the waterfall started causing problems again, and you're able to set up. In that time, I'll say that maybe Raphael's able to just engineer up some, palm fronds and a couple other things to protect the area that you've got. And what you now have actually created is a nice sheltered area about it's about 15-foot diameter circle, so 15 feet across circle, roughly circle, right, area that you guys have leveled out and protected from the wind and the as long as it's not storming outside, you guys should be fairly protected in here from any disturbances, which is going to help because you're going to have magical things like powders and crystals set up, candles on, and things that you don't want to be blown out by the environment. So you're feeling pretty confident. In fact, Raphael, since you're the main designer of this ritual, you feel that this is probably the best possible circumstances you could be carrying out this ritual, other than in an underground bunker kind of thing. That would be perfect. So you're ready to start building the ritual circle out if you want to.
Yeah, I think we should begin.
Okay, so
Does anyone have any more preparations before we begin the construction? Very well, the construction shall begin.
all right. So Raphael, who else going to build the circle with Raph, or is Raph in charge of
I'll
that?
help. I'll help.
Sorry.
I will need some able-bodied hands, whether they are magical or not.
I mean, I can help. We can also.
Ah, my hands are available always.
And I will keep watch.
And I will practice my halberd with my two bros on the beach.
President, don't you worry. Final arc is yours, all right?
Yeah, Dresdes is like, when's my arc finally gonna fucking start?
I know. Don't worry, man. We're getting to
Hey,
your arc.
It's
all right?
called the long road. Okay.
Yeah, not the short fucking road. The longest ass
Damn,
fucking
dude, you've
road.
been fucking singers tonight. Holy shit, bro.
Okay, so I want to get an Arcana check from Geo. I want a tinkering check from Raph. I want a sleight of hand check from Locke. And what should I get from Lucius? I'm leaning towards another Arcana check. What do you feel?
They are Arcana too. Yeah, I would say that I would probably be asking them both to keep the enchantments in place when I made my adjustments.
Yeah, and I was thinking that so Geo and Lucius maybe are helping to make sure that all the magical Arcana bits are all lined up properly, all the Arcana symbols are drawn properly. Geo, you in particular are making sure that all of the elemental crystals are, focused properly. So there's a huge component of this ritual that is based in the elements, and so you want to make sure all of that's set up properly. And holy shit, this is a nice set of rolls. I'm not going to say who's who, but we got a 27, an 18, and 19, and a 21.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Okay.
Yeah.
I can feel it all coming together, Mia Portos. You are doing an excellent job.
Man, I love it when a plan comes together.
So I count those as 4 successes, which is clutch. So we've got the ritual circle built, and it is time probably for... Let me see if I can show it again. All right, so you guys built the crystal circle out, and now you guys are feeling, well,
Crystal.
you probably need to get the ritual started as soon as possible. And
That looks nice.
you guys, we'll just say maybe a day or two earlier, as you guys were building this up, your compatriots have arrived. Yes. And so Quenthis arrives, and she comes with a entourage. She doesn't bring the Furbolg because you guys threatened him last time.
He will die if I see him again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said one punch.
Yeah, you guys had
I
lots
will
of words for
continue
him.
to remind the captain, it was one punch.
No.
I will continue to remind him of the deal. Of
I will
one
continue
punch
to
he
tell
can
you.
punch. Please don't piss off the Black Boys, please.
Please
I
don't
told
watch the
her, dude.
YouTube video.
He's on my shit list.
Yeah.
I think we all agreed to the punch, right?
I don't give I didn't. I ain't agree to shit.
The YouTube video? Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it. Never mind.
I ain't agree to shit.
Yeah, so Krisham's not there, but Karya does come. Or Karya is with her, and there's another assassin, Black Lily assassin, with him. But then there are also 3 casters that join her, as she had promised. One of them is a caster that y'all recognize. It's the Sverfneblin Gnomish Invoker, Kulnar Vent, who you guys encountered briefly in, where was that? Fort Dunwhiddle. And you guys played cards with him or something and shared information.
Yep, we did.
And then decided to stay out of each other's hair.
I got really mad at him and almost killed him, and then everyone told me I had to leave.
Did you? I don't remember that part.
Yeah, because he accused me of cheating at cards.
Oh, yes. Oh, right.
I was gonna beat his ass over it.
Oh, yeah, and then the adults talked to him instead. I remember.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So I
then,
wasn't there?
no, you sat back and just watched.
Yeah, you were not there.
No, you said the adults talked to him. So I was like, that's what I
It
saw.
was me, Gio, and Raph, I think.
That might be right. You might be right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, he comes in as well as another drow looking sorcerer / wizard and an orc looking sorcerer / wizard. And Quenthis comes in and she says, Captain Locke, it's good to see you again. I've brought with me some casters, as you have requested. This is the invoker Kulnar Vent. Another invoker here, she works with me in the Black Lily, Lilyril Siltorin. And this gentleman over here, Tetsuo Teko, he is a skilled sorcerer from Tendulin. All of them have agreed to participate in this ritual as you have requested.
Excellent. And they've been briefed on how fucking dangerous this is.
Yes, we are all very aware of the dangers involved here today.
All right. As long as y'all are aware, I'm just letting you know. This shit's fucked.
I am interested in reviewing your plans for my own safety, of course. Before we get started, where will the ritual be carried out? Here on the ship?
On this island. No. The ship is taking the fuck off. You know what? Honestly, I'm not the best man to explain it. Raph, Lucius, would you come over here, please?
Dime, Capitan, what can I do for you?
Here.
Quentis here. She wants to know what the whole plan is. Like,
The whole damn plan?
Yeah, start to finish.
All right, well, Raphael, I think you go first, and I'll come to the bit where it's the circle of death.
Well, I began by fine-tuning the crystal mechanism on the enchantment drive, and then I moved into more of a refined format of the primary.
I'm sorry,
nozzle.
I do not need all of the technical details. I am not an expert in this area. I wish to know where the crown.
That's what you asked, though.
I wish to know where the crown would be destroyed, and then I also wish to know where I can witness its destruction from a safe distance.
Oh, you'll be with me on the ship.
Can you scry?
Well, not personally, but I.
Do you have connections to someone who can? Because I suggest you not being there to witness it. Unless you want to take, albeit with Raph's help, a 1 in 4 chance of death.
I've survived worse encounters in the past, but I do
love
not.
that attitude.
I do not wish to recklessly risk my life here today. I
Not
feel
as
that
much, no.
is more up to you, as you are the ones with the reckless plan. But I shall watch
You
from
can
a
just say
safe
plan.
distance.
They're all reckless.
I have noticed that is true of you and your team. Um, Perhaps Captain
Get
Locke,
results.
if we are to be together during the ritual itself, we might discuss some possible opportunities that we might have for mutual gain in the future.
Right, you want to talk business? Alright,
Right.
that's fine. I'm down to talk business.
So you plan to destroy the crown on that island over there. How far away do you plan to be when this occurs?
Real far.
Okay.
It's gonna be messy. Everything my boys tell me says that it's gonna be real messy.
I'm glad that your own research sounds
I mean,
similar
not
to
mine.
my own. Um,
Yeah.
I recommend being a far distance away. The release in energy is likely to be very destructive. Well,
Yeah.
I am satisfied. If you and your team wish to begin, I'm happy to enjoy your hospitality until this is over.
Alright then. Raph, Lucius, Gio, it's your show, fellas. What do we need to do?
Well, I need literally all the salt from the fucking storeroom.
Yeah, the galley cook's
Get the
gonna be
crew on it. Bring it out to the island.
Yeah. Alright. Winter, let's get him going.
I have a list here. I need all of this delivered and separated to the island. Raph, do you have your list as well?
Yeah, I've only a couple of cases of last-minute components that I believe need to be taken. They can be taken by boat easily.
Fantastic. I'll work on the initial circle itself. Raph, I believe, will be working on the vortex. And then we just need all of the supplies listed here delivered to the island, and we'll continue and hopefully blow this shit up.
All right, you get a small group of pirates to help you with some of the manual labor. Raph, you take sole control over the vortex. You don't want to trust any of these grubby-handed pirates with your delicate invention. But you guys managed to get all of the stuff out into the sort of secluded cave area that you have found. And Lucius, Raph, you know, using those last minute components, you get some of the candles lit. You get the last bit of salt sprinkled so that, you know, it didn't blow away overnight. And you feel like you've got the ritual circle perfect. And in fact, as far as ritual circles go, you've never seen something so elaborate and so, you know, well put together. You definitely feel that something epic is going to occur here today, one way or the other. Okay, now here's the next thing. We need to decide which of our casters is going to arrange themselves in this six-pointed star. So we have this six-pointed star, and you are arranged in pairs with the person that is across from you in the six-pointed star. So
I'm on the blue then.
You're on the blue. Okay, let me pop it back up again for myself.
If no one else has any objection, I can go on green too, but Lucius is blue. I feel like he'd just walk over to that.
I love the green one if it's available.
All right. I like matching the color of our skin. It's
Yeah.
Yes, a very base human.
yeah. Okay, so you guys are on this side. Raphael, do you want to stand with them maybe, or stand across from one of them?
I think me and Raphael should be standing across from each other, right?
Yeah, agreed.
So do you want yellow and I can take this like pink one up top right? Or which
Ye-
color do you want?
Yeah, we can do that. That
All
seems
right, so instead of blue, I'll take the that pink one up top right.
Okay. So then that leaves the other three. Do you guys want to dictate at all, or should I pick?
Yeah, dealer's choice.
I think Geo should be able to choose who he stands across from.
Gio, do you have any preference of who you stand across from?
I don't think I do. I don't.
Well, how about this? Do you want Kolnar Vent
Generalist.
standing against you or not?
That's fine.
Okay,
You
he'll.
actually were friends with him.
Yeah.
You were the one who got him to smooth over after he accused me of cheating, so.
Do they seem impressed by the thing we built?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me roll some rolls.
That would be
I would
so
like
gratifying.
I would like them to be impressed by the cool thing we built.
Yeah. Seeing Kolnar Vent,
Is
like,
this about
just-
to be this world's first atomic magic?
We're about to
Yeah,
fundamentally
like
change the
almost
way warfare
certainly you
occurs.
guys are fucking Manhattan projecting right now. It's this is not good for this world.
What's the name of this island? I feel like for history reasons it's going to be important.
oh man, our
mean-
next campaign is gonna be so fucked because of this.
Didn't I already tell you it's
apocalyptic wasteland that we
it's
leave?
Bob's Island or something? What did I call it?
Oh yeah.
Oh no! What happened to Bob's Island? Oh
God
fuck!
damn it!
Oh fuck, Bob!
That horrible fateful day on Bob's Island.
Bob's
It's
Island.
now called Atomic Bob.
Behold me, for I have become the Death Raven.
The Death Raven.
For I have become he,
Okay.
destroyer of worlds.
I have become Rough, Destroyer of Worlds.
Rap destroyer. I hold upon my hands Alpha and Omega. Lucius will bring righteous fury into this world with science.
Science.
So why don't you guys all do a what is it, insight check to see if you can tell if they're impressed or not.
I don't have good insight. That's not one of my strengths.
All right. So the drow sorceress Lyrio Siltorin, she's a little bit hard to read. Raph, you think that she's hiding you think she's hiding the fact that she's impressed. Dresdis, you also get the impression that she's trying to play down her impression, because you see her sort of staring at the crystals, but with like a dead look on her face, like she's not showing any emotion. Kolnar Vent, he seems distracted by other things, but when he walks into the room, he does spend a few moments kind of admiring the set pieces. But Tetsuo Teko, he actually is walking in with Gio, and when he walks in, he says under his breath, "Impressive. I've never seen its like." And he kind of nods over to Gio with respect.
I guess you know then.
I know. I do know these other invokers, but not very well. I trust them, though, as I trust Quenthis very well.
Right.
I am from Tendulen. Have you heard of it? You have. It's the capital of
Oh.
capital of the Kugan Empire.
Thank you for I was like, DM, how do I? Yes,
Have you been there?
yes.
Ah, that is great. Where are you from?
I've been all around the Kugong Empire. That's the best way I can put it.
But no longer? You do not live there?
No.
We have lost you then. You are one that has wandered away.
You could say that, but I didn't always used to be this useful in the arcane. I was just an everyday worker, if that explains. This is all new to me.
Your story sounds interesting. What is your name?
Geo. Everyone calls me Geo.
Gio, that is a great name. He offers you his hand. I am Tetsuo Teko.
That sounds like I take it you're also from the Kugon?
Ah, yes. I grew up in Tendulin and I have been practicing sorcery for many years. It is with these iron gauntlets that I prefer to use and channel my energy.
Were you born with these? This?
I was born with the power. I have strong power over the earth. And it is through that I channel earth powers through my gauntlets.
That sounds useful.
Are you specialized in one of the elements, Geo?
Well, one thing led to another, and it seems that I can be useful with any of the elements. Apparently, this is rare. We've talked to some people at the academy, but it wasn't born like this. There's just strange circumstances. And, you probably have more questions.
Kolnar overhears you guys talking, and he's like, Geo, you should know better than that. You shouldn't mention that stuff out loud. There are too many people that would try to take advantage.
You're right.
You should have learned by now. Anyways, we should
Geo,
take our
remember.
places.
The blood, very important.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yep.
And then I look back at the guy and I'm like, I'm not going to get any trouble from you, am I?
No, sir. I have just gained respect for you. It is
Do
good
me a
to meet
favor.
you.
Likewise, don't go around telling people about my weird situation.
Your circuit is safe with me, new friend. Would you mind if I stand next to you during the ritual?
That's fine. Can I do an insight check
Yes, you may.
to make sure he's not?
Yeah, that's smart.
You can tell that he is sort of operating in a very forthright manner that is common to members of the Kugong Empire, but specifically those from the Tendulin or capital region. So
Nice. Okay.
you're pretty sure that you should be able to take him at his word.
Nice. Some orderly boys. I take it.
Orderly boys here, sure. I like it. Okay, so you guys have all taken your spots, ready to get ready with the ritual.
Yeah.
I believe
Absolutely.
we are prepared to. Please, gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind, please taking your places and begin your concentration. It is time for us to begin the ritual.
Everyone else, Dresdis, Captain. We need to make sure nothing interrupts our focus, or
Well,
all
shouldn't-
of us die.
Shouldn't we be like way far away on the ship so you guys can teleport to us?
Oh yeah. Yep.
So when you call them all gentlemen, Lyriel speaks up and she says, I am neither gentle nor a man, but I am ready. She stares at you
Apologies.
in your eyes,
Apologies.
Raphael. And Yeah. So tell me about the what's going on with the ship. How far away are you trying to sail?
Real far.
I mean, as far away to not be caught in the blast.
Yeah, we should be long gone before they even start.
Yes.
Right. So according to the predictions that were offered by um, Raphael, and when he designed the ritual, he said the minimum safe distance is 1,500 feet.
Oh yeah, we're at least 16.
So pick a
Yeah,
number.
16.
I choose 17 because it has a 7 in it.
Okay, I'm only asking you to pick because these guys are gonna. If Plan A fails, they're gonna need to know how far away you are. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to teleport back to you. If that succeeds, it doesn't matter how far away they are. But
Yeah.
you guys had other plans like flying or dimension dooring or other things. Um, okay, so maybe it's worthwhile for us.
We're dimension dooring though. And how far was it?
1,700 feet. Or
And
how?
that was our plan, right? As we decided at the end, it was dimension door.
I think that was
with
your plan B, but I think
scrolls.
now is the time for you guys to discuss this exit plan before you start the ritual.
Okay, where do you suggest then?
I don't really have anything to get us away quickly.
No, that's all
Mm.
me.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sorry, Chris, but at the end, once the vortex is started, right? Am I think I'm either teleporting us out, and if it fails, then misty stepping as many people as I can. It's me and another person. I was hoping that other people have misty step scrolls to carry another caster, unless the other casters in
You
our
mean Dimension Door?
repertoire. Dimension door. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Not
because Misty
Step.
Step, you ain't.
Yeah, it's
No one's
not
gonna
Misty
survive
Yeah,
anyone with
yeah,
Misty Step.
Misty Step is just
Me
that you're gonna
feet.
do it once
Yeah.
and then die.
Yeah.
First things first, I'm gonna cast shield on myself to give me a +5 bonus to my AC.
Oh, that's a great idea, dude. Geo sees that and he's like, you can see in his face like, oh, that's a good idea. And then I also cast shield.
All
Hey
right.
guys, you realize it's like 150 D10s, right?
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah. It's
I'll
gonna
take
stop a
it.
couple of rocks from flying them in their face.
I don't think you understand. We're gonna die if we get caught in here.
And I will die in a slightly less horrible way than you. So I am
That's
going to
you.
cast
You
shield.
know what?
I
Your
agree with
body will
Raphael
look
on this one.
good in a museum, and mine will be ripped apart. So,
Oh, don't
not
say
bad.
that. I feel like we all have bodies for museums. Don't say that about
Oh,
yourself.
thank you. That's really nice coming from you as we face
Raphael,
certain death.
Listen,
that's
when I met
wonderful.
you, you were like half your size as you are
That's
right now.
true.
So, I mean, like, you are certainly more remarkable as time goes on.
I have evolved as a person. I respect that.
That is true.
Raphael.
His
Thank
body
you.
alone is a
You
rare.
have certainly evolved physically. As a person, I
Physically,
cannot make any comment on as
ah,
a person.
okay. I mean, okay, but there is some things though, right? At least one.
We're improving as people, I think.
Right. Yeah,
I
we
think,
are.
morally speaking, we have gone down some paths.
I'm
But
doing the
this is
best.
not the time to discuss this when our friends are
No,
here. We're
let's
waiting
blow
for
this
us.
up.
All right, so first things first, I guess. So when it happens, I try to teleport everyone out regularly, right? If that fails, we all try to dimension door a buddy, and if that
Who's
fails,
buddies with who though? Let's
it's
pair up.
across from you
Okay. All right.
because that's our power
Yeah.
buddy that Chris has said.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, and then if that fail, once we're dimension doored, we just start swimming. I'll ask this for my class of the clan back.
Okay.
I mean, I've got. I can do water walk too.
Yeah.
I can cast it on all of us too. I can cast it on up to 10 willing creatures
we
so that
need
we're
to.
just standing on the water when we teleport.
At
Okay,
that
so
point, if you're trying to walk away from a nuclear blast, you are blasted.
Yeah, but if if we if we fail with the teleport initially from my gem,
Right.
you can cast that, and then instead of being in water, and dimension dooring, and not being able to see
Ah,
500
yep.
feet,
I see what you're
you
saying.
can put us on top of water and get us
Yeah.
on top of waves to see the 500 feet to dimension door us farther.
Yeah.
And when we say dimension door, do you guys have scrolls ready, or what's the plan with the dimension?
So we did say we were going to get scrolls for the casters to have dimension door as a backup. And I don't know how we're going to pay for that or even where that's going to fit in. So I apologize.
Yeah, I don't
Or
think
when that happened.
Well, we can just say it was part of the back order or whatever that we did
yeah, maybe
earlier.
they came with some
Then
of that
that's
there.
yeah, that's up to you, Chris.
Yeah, I don't mind retconning some of that stuff, but let me go see what the cost of it was according
Yeah,
to my.
I think it was fucking expensive too.
Are you
I
guys
don't think so.
cool
It won't be
at this
super
point to take a? I need like
Yeah.
like 5 minutes.
Take a
Yeah.
bio break.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I need a P2
Yeah.
to be honest.
Do it,
Just
everybody.
bio
Let's do it.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
All right, sounds good.
Thinking
Be right
I'm
back.
not to get exploded.
All right. Okay. So you guys were talking about grabbing some scrolls. According to my notebook, they are 500 gold pieces at bulk, or not at bulk, or not at cost. So usually that means you guys are getting them for about 275. I'm gonna say a piece. So if you want to like put some of those on your order, just go and knock them off your eventual bill that will come. You know, the long road gives you guys credit because
Can you tell me how much this is so I can do it?
how many do you want?
We're gonna need 3 for each caster, so that's 6, 18.
That many? That's a
Why
lot.
do we need?
No,
Why
I'm
do we
sorry,
need 3
I'm sorry,
for
we
each
need
caster?
8. We need 8. We need 3 for 3.
8 is going to be
9.
2,200 GPs.
Worth it to live.
So there's 3 of us with pairs to 6, right? And we each need a dimension door to take our pair.
I
And
only
in
have
order to take
28
our pair, we need to be it's fine. We need to be able to do it 3 times to get out of the way to get to the ship. So
That
we
is
need
true.
3 people 3 times, so it's 9. So we need 9. How much is that going to cost us?
2,475.
Okay, can I take it for are we on like loan from these dudes?
Yeah, we'd be on credit, dog.
Yeah,
All right, can you say that number one more time? Sorry.
2,475.
7A.
Okay.
Oh man, okay, that is severely limited. Yeah, I mean, okay, all right, we're good.
Okay. So you give out the backup scrolls to whom? Raphael, Geo.
I don't have it
and-
in my spell list, so I can't cast it, can I?
If you don't
You
have it in your
almost-
spell list, I don't think you can cast it. So that means Lucius, Geo.
I have you.
It just has to be on the list you could learn, not the ones you have
Yeah.
learned.
Yeah,
no, I
not
don't
you
have Dimension Door on any of my spell
Yeah,
lists.
I don't know the
Okay.
Artificer list, but I think Geo
No,
should
yeah.
have it. Geo, you probably have
And
it on
like
the
I don't
sorcerer
have
list.
prepared.
list-
Artificers don't necessarily have prepared spells, so all the spells that I have available are actually available to me right now.
Oh, sweet.
But
yeah,
you're still
like
able to
cleric
cast
stuff.
scrolls, right?
Yeah, I can cast scrolls just of whatever if I have it in
Oh,
my.
scroll of shield.
I don't have it in
Okay.
my spell list, so
Then I've got you. I'll do it.
So,
yeah, that's why we're across from
assuming
each other.
Geo can do it, I think he can. Then either
I
Tetsuo
am
or
almost certain.
Lyriel. Let's look up Geo.
Sorcerers can cast Dimension Door,
Dimension.
or they can at least
Door.
they can at least use a scroll of Dimension Door.
I suspect.
It seems,
see.
yeah, Bard, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard,
Yeah, so no Artificer.
but
Okay.
no Artificer. Hey, that means Locke could. Hey, Locke, you want to come?
Yeah, technically.
No.
Then we're adding a second person or another
Yeah,
person.
yeah, I know. It was just a joke. It's like,
Yes.
you want to swap out your first level caster and see how you do?
No, we're
no.
blowing up a bomb right now.
You don't want to blow up each other?
I appreciate the candor, but please leave the nuking things to the professionals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We
So,
have never tried this before, but we are
What?
still the professionals at it.
Yep.
So
First
we've
time
got
for everything.
we've
We
got
might split reality. Who knows?
What are you going to do?
okay.
Maybe if we get blown into the next plane, maybe I'll be able to fly there. Who knows?
That would be
Can you fly, Raph? Can you fly?
I did actually just get the spell fly.
Oh, so you're done your quest, Raph? Check.
Yeah, I'm
I
done
can
now.
fly.
Yeah.
It's all done now.
It used to
That's my
be
arc
like
over.
get flying for all Kenku, and his selfish evil arc is now like, well, as long as I can fly, who fucking cares?
I got it for myself at 10
Yeah.
minutes at a time, so I'm happy with that.
All right. So okay. So, I assume you also give 3 scrolls to either Tetsuo and or Lyriel. Who do you trust more with the scrolls?
I don't really have an opinion on that.
No opinion.
What do y'all think? Lyriel?
Yeah.
All right, Lyriel.
Agreed.
Okay, so if you guys are feeling kind of ready to go, then we can get started. Are we ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Okay.
have seconds?
Yeah.
Seconds?
Yeah, literal seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, doing it.
Oh shit, never mind. This is on non-magical items. I thought I had an idea.
So, Locke, what are you and the everyone who's not at the ritual space doing right now? You guys are sailing away to 1,700 feet. Okay. And then you're just gonna watch with your, watch from 1,700 feet away and check it out, or getting ready to sail away. What's your plan?
I thought I was gonna talk business with.
Oh yeah, That's what I was just about to get to. I just wanted to know if you were up to anything or if you had anything going down.
Nah.
Okay, so, you guys basically, or get the ship oriented where you want it, and you kind of get to a point where you just are waiting. I also imagine that you're going to signal. You're going to use your sending stone to tell the ritual people that you're now at a safe distance, so that they can start the ritual. So
Yeah.
you're sort of like, you get to pull the trigger on the ritual when it's time to go. But as you're sort of sitting there on the deck, Quentis comes up to you, and she says, well, give me a second to gather my thoughts. She says, your band of reckless pirates and thieves are, you have some talents that might become valuable to me in the future. And should this deal come to an end in agreeable terms for both of us, would you be open to more business in the future?
Yeah, always.
Ah.
As long as we want to.
So you harbor no ill feelings towards...
Except for that one guy.
Well, understood then. I will take this opportunity to tell you a few things that may be valuable to you. You probably understand that I have known of you and your companions for some time. It was not just through this crown that I had heard of you. We were hired to hunt you down by the invokers of Netherim to find Gioico and his family.
Yeah, the invokers. We spent some time with them. Yeah.
Yes, I have received the report on that. You had taken out some of my assassins. No hard feelings on my end either, I assure you. That's just business. I can let you know that the Invokers have undergone a change in leadership after you have dispatched two of their more important members. I deliver this information only to let you know that I think they probably won't be a thorn in your side for much longer.
That's real good because, well, we were just gonna kill anyone who tried to come and get the boy or Geo or, you know, really, it's just not a very good idea, I guess, thinking back on it, to mess with any of the crew. Honestly, yeah, it's probably just, yeah, it's a good idea for them to not, to just, fuck off.
You are very confident, overconfident, I would say, Captain Locke, and I do want to warn you that while dispatching your enemies is certainly a good way, in fact, it is the best way to ensure your own safety, you have made some enemies that will not be so easy to dispatch.
Yeah, I stood in front of some enemies that were not easily dispatched. The dragon comes to mind. That didn't go my way.
And the Kraken, Capitan.
You're on an island.
No, he's listening.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
He's on cell phone.
Not by, yeah, sorry.
On cell phone.
He's on cell phone.
Creatures.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
like, and the
further
crack.
away. We're very scared of Tristan at the moment.
Yeah,
The
okay, good.
dragon and the kraken.
We do
and,
not want to fight him at all
Yeah.
at the moment. Please.
Lucius
Listen.
knows where I'm getting to.
There is godlike beings out there, and I am suckling on their teeth. Captain, shut up.
Listen,
Yeah.
Quintus. Listen, Quintus, listen.
Yes.
The dragon and the kraken and Tristan, right? That's all behind us after this. Once the dragon's dead, fuck him. But after we blow this crown up and you give us our money back, we're going to the desert. And if you need us, I mean, you know how to contact us. So if you got business, let us know. And if Tristan is pissed at us, you should let us know about that too. That would be very appreciated.
Yeah. I'm not there, but thank you, Captain.
Yeah. You guys are reaching through the ether. Yeah.
Please. Don't let me be captured by that guy.
So she says, well, I do not think your business with Tristan is truly done. You should know that Tristan is a very powerful person.
Yeah, I'm very aware of that.
More powerful than these others you have faced. And he is one who angers easily, but does not act swiftly. Your companion, Lucius, he's the one that has brought down Tristan's ire. You know that he experiments with dangerous magic himself. And should he become successful with it, it wouldn't be just Tristan's eye he would attract.
Yeah, I know.
Treat
fine.
this just as a warning from hopefully soon-to-be friends.
Yeah.
If you do run across Tristan and you come out successful and are able to defeat him, this would please me a lot.
We might, but to be honest, it kind of just, how do I put this? We get tunnel vision sometimes. And I don't know, if Tristan rears his ugly head and we have to deal with him, we'll deal with him. But if we don't, then it's kind of a fight that's a little bit out of our way.
I hear you, and I don't know if he will truly follow through and attack you, but if I were to fight Tristan, and I've thought of this many times, I would much rather fight him on my terms than on his. If I hear anything more, I will let you know, Captain Locke. I will let you know that he and I have a compact of sorts, and we work together on certain projects when we must. But I am not a fan of that working relationship. You mentioned that you are going to the desert.
Yeah.
Do you mean to Aliona?
Do I, Chris?
Yeah, yes, you do. That's the city. That's
Okay,
the city
I
in the
couldn't
middle
remember.
of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're heading out there.
Well, I know not much of what your aims are there, but there's another storm brewing out there, and it seems that you and your companions like to charge into the storms. So, good luck. In any case, should we get this show beginning?
Yeah, just real quick though. You run a group of assassins, right? Well, I got a list of names that I'm gonna want some pricing on.
Oh, yes. Very well. Tell me those names. It's rare for me to negotiate this with my patrons directly, my clients, but since you have me here.
Right, yeah. See, there's Marietta the Vamp with her. There's Grenda McTavish and Gerard the Foul. See, there was two others, and they're right here. And I like open my coat and show the heads of Greasy Hook and Jokey Smiles. They're right here. But these other three, they're on the sea, and we're going to the desert. But I can't let this go. So, if you could find me some pricing to acquire their heads, and they're gonna have well, their maps in code, in pirate code. I need those, and the heads, definitely the heads.
She looks up at this list that you've given her. She's scrawled it down in her elven hand, her sort of long flowing script that you guys saw earlier when she had sent you a message. You see her write them down. She says, the heads are important on these charges.
Yes, and also no. I would really like the heads. Because as you can see, and I open it up and show her my collection of like the four I have, I'm kind of building a collection.
And the maps.
The maps are incredibly important.
What are they for?
They're for a bunch of shit that they fucking took. But, by rights, it belonged to me old captain. And after they murdered her and killed all me old crew, they took the maps and the treasure. Or they took the treasure and made the maps, rather. And I want it back.
Your captain, Big Mama?
Yeah, Big Mama.
Hmm.
Forgot what I named the ship.
I can't remember either. It's been 2 years or whatever.
Yeah.
She says, do you know what the story of these maps are? Do you
Something to
know?
do with Bloodbeard the Curse, yeah.
And you like to charge into these things. Well, I can price these out for you, and I will, if you wish, I can send some of my agents after them to find them, and, if possible, retrieve these maps for you.
yeah, if you just want to get back to me with those prices, we can see what we can do.
You have 3 maps here. Does that mean I should assume that you have already recovered the other 2 maps?
Oh yeah.
And their prizes. Have you recovered the prizes attached to the maps?
I wouldn't use the term prizes. I don't know how much you like to deal in curses, but yeah.
Well,
All that.
Speaking of which,
All that.
oi Jimeni, how
All
you
that.
feeling?
All that.
you take this opportunity to take a look
Hola.
around for Gemini. Do a perception check.
I'm the king of perception checks. They're not negative anymore because of my 2nd level in Bard, and it feels really good to not take a negative to my perceptions.
Solid. So you got a solid 3. But that doesn't matter. It's at this point that you realize, you look around, you haven't seen Gemini, and you realize you haven't seen Gemini since you left port in Palma Marta, when you guys left quickly.
I knew it. I knew it. I'm gonna make fun of Lucius. She totally skimped on the bargain. I fucking knew it. Oh well.
In any case, yeah, she's not there.
Ah, well, I guess, you know, I got one of them.
Well, you don't know. I think you've got both of them because you probably had left it locked up, right?
I thought she had that deal with Lucius where she was attuned to the trident and he was sucking the necrotic energy off of her.
Yep.
I don't think we ever got started on that.
Oh, okay, well then that's just
I
fucked
mean,
up.
we did a lot of discussing stuff that sometimes we don't actually follow through on. But
Correct.
It's true.
I would love it if we followed through on more things, but we only have so many hours in a session.
Hey,
so
we
some-
have only so much time, so
Yeah.
it is locked up. And
Yeah.
She is gone.
I feel like you guys put it in your locked room with the arcane lock that we discussed last time. There's no way she could have got into that. I thought about it. I'm like, she would probably try, but if she can't. And then if you guys want the full story, is she probably left the ship when you guys went to do your business. She was going to go recruit new people, and you guys just fucking left her there. It's really what happened because you guys were like, oh shit, we got to get out of here. And you guys just left her at Palma Marta. So she's not on the ship anymore. And that's just me trying to get rid of NPCs too that need to be off doing other things. You guys frustrated her long enough if she wanted to go off do her own thing. Okay, so let's circle back around. Quinthus says, well, this is another interesting quest that you're on, Captain Locke. Should you acquire all 5 treasures, I may have a task for you. Was that it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, I'll tell you what. For now, I will take it on as my own mission to, or I'll send out some of my people to look for these 3 targets of yours. No price attached until the heads and maps are delivered. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds like I'm gonna get ripped off, but okay.
I
That sounds too expensive.
I negotiate in good faith, and I assume that you would be willing to perform tasks for me in the future. That might be part of the bargain. Is that acceptable?
Yeah, why not?
All right, then let's blow up a magical artifact from a millennia ago.
Yeah, that sounds fun, actually.
It does. She goes and, I don't know, pulls out some wine skin and leans up against the deck and looks off at the island. Do you pull out your sending stone?
First I pull up my flask and get even more drunk.
Yeah.
And then I pull up my sending stone. I'm like, alright boys, send it. And lady, send it.
And lady, I like it. You guys already got trash talk by the drow elf who wasn't going to take shit. Call the drow elf a gentleman. He's like, fuck no, in my society, I would cut your dick off. I'm just basing that off of reading drow novels when I was a teenager.
Yeah, are drow still is drow still a matriarchy in your world?
I feel like they're definitely going to be strong women archetypes. I don't know if it's going to be full on matriarchy.
Going by the old Forgotten Realms lore, they are literally bigger and stronger.
Yeah, I just like I don't know. You might notice I pretty much randomize my genders and shit.
I do.
I'm like, whatever. This person's a woman, this one. And sometimes I even change them in the middle. Like, who was it? Who was Oro's?
Oh yeah, that's
Yobu.
Protege.
Yobu, that shit was so funny.
Yeah.
Yobu.
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about Yobu.
This was so funny. You were like, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, oops, all right. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're going to get this show on the road. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. We have to charge up so I assume that you have, Captain Locke and Quentis came to watch you guys set up, and Captain Locke delivered the crown, and the crown gets set on this central crystal. Actually, now that Raphael has built the vortex, you guys actually put the vortex on top of the crystal, and the crown is inside the vortex. So you guys get it all set up, and then the bystanders have left, and then you guys, put your final preparations, light some candles and so on, and you wait for word. And then when you get word, you guys are arranged at the 6 points in your star, and you are going to charge up the central crystal over possibly 5 rounds. It might be more or less if there are, failures. But you need to get five successes. And at each point, all of the members of the 6-pointed star are going to make an Arcana check or a religion check if you feel like your religion check is better than your Arcana check. And the original DC was going to be 12, but I'm going to switch that up to DC 10 because of some of the successes you all had in your preparation. Setting up the getting a couple critical successes earlier. So, and also you all did some really great checks on that final prep check. So all of that I feel like is enough to reduce our DC down to a 10. Now, what's going to happen is all 6 of you have to get a success for you to charge it up 1 level. If all 6 of you get a success, you charge it up. If some of you fail, it depends on how many fail. If there only a few fail, then it's the kind of thing that you probably can recover from by doing more checks. So by redoing your Arcana check, you might be able to recover. But if you kind of start failing and it starts, sometimes a failure might cause other people to failure. In particular, the person across from you, the person you've paired up with, might be caused to fail if you fail. And after you start, if a pair gets knocked out, you might knock out other pairs. And once a couple pairs get knocked out, if too many of you get knocked out, the energy that has been charging up in the crystal is going to be released and backfire upon you guys, the ones that are creating or casting the ritual. So there's the potential for you to be damaged and even killed by this ritual. As you go through the stages, there are 5 stages. The safer stages are the first couple, but at the later stages, there's a possibility that if you fail, so if there's a breakdown in like stage 4 or 5, that the chain reaction may have already started, and instead of having a controlled explosion, which is what you're trying to have, you might have an out of control explosion, which for the record means you're all probably going to be fucked, because 1, the vortex might not work, so you don't know how many rounds you're going to have to get away, and 2, the energy release is probably going to be greater and more devastating. But if you get through all 5 stages, then you're into sort of the safe part where you now have the vortex and someone's going to cast the Circle of Death, and then you have the chance to blow up and get away. Any questions about this so far?
Nope.
Are you got?
Pretty...
Yeah.
Sounds fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
It's not good, but
Sounds like
it's
worth-
something I
yeah.
really want to do. Kind of once
Okay.
in a lifetime D&D
Yeah.
opportunity.
I was just
so-
gonna say, yeah, this is very, very unique.
This
I-
would be the most
really
hilarious TPK of all time.
Yeah,
I really want to do this.
I want
Like to the
there
point
to
where
be.
like, part of me kind of wants that to happen in a
Yeah.
disinterested way.
Right?
I wanted there to be a realistic chance of not just someone dying, but of like you guys.
Everybody died.
That you guys are trying to do something pretty fucking crazy, right? So there is that, but then also there's lots of checks you guys can make and lots of ways you can save yourself. So I feel like probably nobody's gonna die, but it's still gonna be destructive and fucking fun. So okay, so I guess let's get fucking started. So I'm gonna roll. I don't know, Captain Locke and Dresdis. Do you guys want to roll for one of them too? That way, there's 6 of us. Each one of us can be rolling.
Yeah, I'll roll for one.
Okay.
Might as well. We'll see who dies.
Pick.
I mean, we're gonna do it like with their stats, right?
Yeah, and I've decided all of the NPCs are just going to get +4 because I looked at the stats of the PCs and that's about average.
Okay.
So you guys can just roll 1d20s +4. That's what I'm going to be rolling too. 1d20 +4, and everyone else can roll their Arcana or their Religion. And let's make these public.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, you can do it again because then.
Is that Arcana? Did I do that?
Yeah, Arcana.
Yes.
And we're looking for 10s, people. Oh, we need to pick which NPC we are. Kolnar, Lyriel, or Tetsuo. Orc, Drow, or Schneblem.
I'll be Lyriel.
Okay.
I'll be done.
Lyriel,
Yeah, I
fuck
got
it
it.
up.
Yeah. Okay, then I,
Fuck Lyriel.
so I get Tetsuo. Okay, so what did we get so far?
Should I do sleight of hand or Arcana?
Arcana. Who are we missing? Lucius.
I'm
Arcana?
gonna do.
Arcana.
I'm gonna do Flash of Genius.
No, you're fine. You got 16. We're looking for 10s.
Oh, I passed it. Okay, cool.
Well, what does Flash of Genius do? Is it only
It
for
just
one
gives
roll
me-
or for like a minute? Make it public,
it's
Lucius.
one roll. It's one roll.
Anthony.
Yes. So save it for when you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do it 5 times though, which is great.
Okay. So on our first round, we did good except for Lyriel, who fumbled on her first round. And
Okay, wait, hold on. I can do Flash of Genius to give her
it-
+5.
okay, it's not well, how many times can you do that?
I can do it 5 times.
How many times per round can you do it?
At 7th level, okay, when you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or saving throw, you can use your reaction to add
Reaction.
chance modifier
So
to the
once.
roll. Yeah.
Okay, so here's just the metagaming bit. You have 5 uses of these, and you want to make sure you're going to use it when you need it. Okay, this is a fuck up, but this is not a very big fuck up. She gets a chance now. So I didn't explain all the mechanics because I didn't want you guys all thinking. But here now at the point, all of you have stable. You're all stable except for her. She gets a chance to restabilize. If she restabilizes, you're good. Okay, if she doesn't restabilize, it can get worse, but she gets a free chance with no harm done. So I say Captain Locke, Lyriel, see if you can, all right. Boom.
Alright, we're good.
Noise.
So level 1 achieved, and you guys can see the central crystal starting to charge up, and what's actually happening is each of you is focusing on like different kind of energy into the specific elemental crystal that you're at. Maybe it's earth, maybe it's fire, whatever it happens to be. And you're channeling it in, and you can see these energies going through the arcane framework and crystalline structures that you guys have set up, sometimes arcing out as little like magical, pieces of power shooting out, and then all of it is coalescing into that central crystal. And the central crystal started out just sort of dull, but it's now glowing with power on the inside, and that central power level is just growing with power as you're charging it up. So you've got the first level of charge in there. So we're going to do it again. So let's do another round. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew it. Everyone was having good rolls. So I'm like, no, I don't want. I don't.
Boy.
Okay, Gio, you're the odd one out this time. So see if you can get yourself rebalanced in.
We're
Coming
not
up.
poor. We're not. If you don't do this, we're not Portos anymore, dude.
Okay, solid. You guys, again, a slight fumble was all it was, and Gio was able to pick it up again, and we got 2 power levels. The glow getting stronger and brighter. One more round.
Oh man.
Woo!
Oh man.
Dude, let's go. Bro.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Gio! Fumble! Come on, Gio!
How did I turn into the link here?
The curse of Jeremy.
Another 21. Yeah, I know, for real.
Okay. But so far we haven't fucked anything up. Okay, this is the 3rd stage. At the 3rd stage, our elementalist has to speak out. The elementalist. Here, let's see if I can send it privately. That's you, Jeremy. Do you want to speak out the magic words?
Sure.
That's not the magic word. Here they are.
Hi. Tarad. Wait. Hold up. Tarad, Eri, Pyrene, Boros, Vos Convoco, Admi, Elementorum Spiritus, Ut Hoc, Melficum, Artefactum, Desperadatis, et Potentiam Swam, Destratus.
Woo! I love it. Okay.
Give the man inspiration.
Yeah, totally. It's
That was the
inspiration.
sickest spell casting I've
Give
ever
the man
heard.
inspiration. That was sick.
It's,
That was so tight.
all right. Yeah,
Well, I appreciate
inspiration charged or whatever. Who cares? We're going. We got
Yeah,
another
who cares?
round. Oh,
The, we're good.
okay. Another round.
All right, let's go. Arcana.
Oh no! Oh no!
Flash
Oh,
of
yeah.
genius.
Can I
Yes.
use Uriel's inspiration?
Lyriel doesn't got no inspiration.
Damn.
But
I
you
would
could
like to-
use your inspiration, I would say.
I will.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I'd like to use my inspiration for my double check roll.
Okay, and Raph, you said you were going to use your flash
Flash
shiv.
of genius. Yeah.
And what is that?
That's 5.
Automatically adds
my
5.
gosh.
Yeah,
If I
that's
didn't-
my intelligence modifier, which is 5.
Okay.
No. You don't
So I think
reroll. You don't reroll Geo. You just get your advantage.
Oh,
No,
really?
not
it's equal
not
against
when you
something.
call it afterwards. If you call it after,
Oh,
you have
okay.
to reroll.
My bad.
Because
So I wanted
otherwise
advantage
you
on
can.
my
Yeah.
on my double check, which I think gave me 10. Is that still the threshold?
No, you rolled. When you call inspiration after, you just get 1 free extra roll. Does that make sense?
Oh, I thought so. What I thought was I failed my first check and then
Yeah.
the double check. Then I was trying to call inspiration for my second check, as in like the
Oh, I
restabilize
see.
check.
Okay.
So I wanted
boom.
advantage
I
on my
hear it.
restabilize check,
Yep.
which popped
Game
up to
state.
10, which I think is
Yep, that's correct. Okay.
all right. Cool.
So you didn't double fail, and everyone else passed. Okay, and we got a spent inspiration from Locke and a spent inspiration from Geo. Okay.
Spend that shit so you can give me more.
Oh, we got lucky too. This was the 4th round. That's when the shit's getting fucked up, guys. Y'all were all gonna about explode. That would have been fun.
If I'm using Locke's abilities for her, can I give myself Bardic Inspiration?
No, I was just gonna let you.
Too far
I was
away.
just gonna let you spend your
I know.
inspiration is a different kind of mechanic where
I was
you know.
just fucking with
Yeah.
you.
Okay. So, okay, we're done that round, so we can do our. That was the. Oh wait, we have more magic magic words for Jeremy. Oh, I should also say, I'll speak out what he said because these are in primordial. The reason why Jeremy has to say these things is because he's the only one who speaks primordial. So I'll say what the first verse was. It was earth, air, fire, water, I call upon you, spirits of the elements, to disperse this wicked artifact and destroy its power. And
That's
now
awesome.
now you're gonna say the second one. Go ahead, you can say it and then I'll translate it.
Spiritus elementorum vocoro ut virtutem vestram conjugatis et potentiam vestram ad me transfundatis ut artefactum hoc elidamus.
Yes.
Dude, somebody give Geo a beat.
For real, dude.
Yeah,
Hoc
okay.
elidamus artefactum.
This
If someone can
yeah.
actually speak, I wonder if someone like people who are really familiar with the Latin language or like butchered it. So
Yeah, the poor Latin people are like, what the fuck? So this one was, spirits of the elements, I implore you to join your powers together and transfer your strengths to me so that we may shatter this artifact. All right. This was the fourth round. We are on the final round. Don't fuck it up, people, because if you do, you're going to explode really big and it's not going to be fun. And go. Oh, 15. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God.
Oh, it's fine.
Two
It's
tens
fine.
in a row.
That's
Nine
fine.
on 9.
Okay, you have to re-roll.
Oh gosh.
Okay, okay, all right. That means everything succeeded. So the final Jeremy speech. I love how I just put Jeremy on the spot for this too.
Jeremy, speak a language you're not familiar with right now.
Yeah,
In front of everyone.
In front of everyone. Go. And your accent.
Per potentiam elementorum, per potentiam primordi, per potentiam meam sit ida.
By the power of the elements, by the power of the primordial, by my own power, let it be done. And the final energy gets cast into the central crystal. The light is so bright that you have to avert your eyes a little bit, and you can see, oh, I have something. The vortex starts to kick in. And you can watch as the energy in the vortex...
It's working!
It's working, exactly. It starts spiraling down, and with it, this is a roll for Raphael.
Whoa.
Roll 1d6, my friend.
Just 1d6?
Yeah, plus 4 is the bonus you earned from your tinkering check earlier.
Plus 4.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
No whammies. Slash R instead of R slash.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Hey.
Wow, that's maximum. You have
Shit. Yeah.
1 minute to get away before. So Raphael, you can tell by the spiraling pattern. You are an expert in this. You can see that you've got 10 rounds or 1 minute to get away.
We have more time than I thought we would, but it is still limited, mi aportas. We must go now.
Okay. Lucius, this is your opportunity.
Yeah.
No whammies. You want to pop us out the gem again and remind us what
I do. Yep. I will bring it out right now.
Remind us what our failure chance is.
No, why isn't it not working? So we'll do teleport circle. It's not letting me just do it from
Uncheck
My-
boxes.
Oh, I don't think
my stone.
I think I just put text on it. I just want to know what's the failure percent for teleport. Well,
It's 1 in 4.
okay, here's the thing. You could do teleportation circle, but it takes you the whole minute to do it, and you have 1
To
minute
do
to
10.
Or you could just try teleport, which only takes 1 round.
So it could be 1 or yeah. 1 in 4 or
Okay, here's the other thing we didn't talk about this, but I will allow us to retcon a little bit. If you had set up your recall to be the ship, and when I say set it up, you had to set it up because the last place you teleported to was the tower, Ulrich's tower. And I don't think you guys want to go zooting back to there.
No.
But I will say.
Recall at will is still 15.
So yeah, what's your guys'
but
call?
that's instant.
Yeah.
If you're allowing me to do that, I'm doing recall 15% right now.
Okay, but what that means is you
To
have
the
to
ship.
you have to pre-charge it to set it up to the ship, which means you have to roll it ahead of time.
Okay.
So let's go back in time and say you did one teleport trip to the ship. Roll a teleportation circle failure chance first. So 1d100.
It's just a D100, right?
And what is the failure chance on it? 10?
It is, yeah.
Then that is a success. So you did one priming trip where you teleported yourself to the ship to make sure that it was charged. Now your gem is charged. Now you're in the moment. It's now we're exploding. Now it's the moment of truth. Roll 1d100. And what is it, 15%?
Yep.
So.
Oh no. Recall 15, yeah.
So 1 to 15. Oh. All right, clutch. All right. See?
Wow.
Nobody had to die. Nobody had to die.
Handling it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the only way I can kill anyone is by DM Fiat, and I don't think I want to do that. It didn't work. Geo was left behind. Sorry, Geo.
My God.
Yeah. Oh no, the blast radius was much larger than we expected. The entire world
Power
exploded.
pieces into Geo. He's leveling up rapidly.
He's a Bulbasaur.
Actually, Locke, you have a map on that island, don't you?
That would suck.
All right. You guys teleport to the ship, and you come running up onto the deck in time to say,
Shit. Shit.
It's gonna happen. It's
Did it!
it's gonna fucking blow up.
You had a new nice.
Oh, with an island and everything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Raphael, in a badass motion, flicks down the lenses of his glasses.
Nice. Your sunglass version? Yeah.
Right before the explosion hits the edge, the camera zooms in, and there's a lizard.
Yeah. That's right. When
Whoa.
the underground family of sea folk, friendly, peaceful sea farmers come out of the water to sell their wares. Nuked.
Anthropomorphic otter people.
Yeah. The cutest little.
Looks like that crown just got busted.
Yeah. So you guys blew the fuck out of the crown. Okay.
Fuck yeah, we did.
You know, that mushroom cloud kind of looks like a crown.
Huh.
We'll just turn into Minecraft villagers for like 2 seconds.
Okay, well, I don't get to roll any damage. It does.
Because you'll have to clip that one as like an
Chris.
out of context thing.
Yeah.
So we're all going,
You
Yeah.
know what? I think we can all agree it's time to roll structural damage on the island.
Okay. So,
About
each
How
of you,
decimated are the underwater cultures around the
Yeah.
island?
each of you can roll 30 d10s.
Oh no.
I love rolling numbers.
I know.
was it slash R 30d10?
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, so
You forgot the R.
Whoops.
so.
Whoa.
Ooh.
shit.
Oh, new winner! New winner.
Whoa, Geo 180.
All those 10s I was rolling, I had to bounce back into a higher roll.
So that's about 750 damage.
Dang.
That would kill
Okay,
the
so the
Kraken.
island's fine
No.
then.
I'd say you guys definitely wiped out that whole island, and probably the Sandbar Island, and the Hilly Island is probably like got half of it blasted away.
Probably killed that whale.
Chris,
That-
I had a question. Is this like the magnitude of a level 9 spell, or would you say it's more? Or let's just out of curiosity for like.
This is level 10
Just-
Gotta
magic.
go. I was like,
Okay,
gotta
okay,
go
makes
above
sense.
that.
You
That's
guys,
right, I feel it. I get it.
you guys just did what I call NPC magic, which is something that you're not allowed to do unless you're an NPC. But the way NPC magic works is exactly what you did. Is you have to have a big ritual, and you have to like, spend a lot of money on it and
It's
shit.
fun.
Yeah,
that
no
was
shit.
that was
I've never
was
done one
unique.
before. It's tight.
yeah.
yeah.
You
We
know?
blew the
In our
fuck
last
out of this.
campaign, I never fought Frozerblu before, and that was tight.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
That was
Okay,
good.
so I have something planned for what comes next, but it's not
Oh.
ready yet. But
Desert Miners.
well, there's the desert part, but it's still gonna be. We're not really going. Come on, guys.
I was there.
It's still gonna. We got like 6 more things before the desert. But
Are we wanting to like call it?
I think I want to call it here. I am gonna give you your cash back.
Oh, yes.
So
We earned
you guys get your money back. Quinthus sort of takes off with her crew, with her final words with Captain Locke saying, we'll be in touch kind of stuff.
Yeah, shake
Uh,
her hand.
Yeah, and
I
You know,
give her my
can
cell
we
phone number.
decide on the name for the spell? I think that.
Oh,
that's
we
important.
should, huh? It's a world spell now, so it should have a name, huh?
Yeah.
what this ritual for blowing up artifacts?
Raphael's
Yeah.
Ritual of Destruction.
Call it Crownbreaker.
I was gonna, I was gonna
ooh,
say
Crown
Gate
Breaker.
Crasher, so
Good.
Crown Breaker is even better.
Yeah, Crownbreaker's cool.
The Crown Breaker spell, or no, the Crown Breaker ritual.
Ritual. Yeah, the Crownbreaker ritual.
Ritual of the Crownbreaker.
Ritual of the Crown Breaker. No, because then someone has
Yeah.
to be the Crown Breaker.
Yeah, it's us.
It's us. We are
Or the Broken Crown ritual.
the Broken
Crown
Crown
Breakers.
ritual.
We should
is
rename
also really
ourselves.
tight.
We should
Yeah.
be the
I
Broken
know.
Crown.
Chris
Broken
said
Crown.
we should.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
absolutely rename ourselves to
I
the
want,
Broken
I want,
Crown.
I want votes.
And
In
get new
chat.
clothes.
Okay,
with
okay,
Oh, they're
okay.
both
One-
good.
Same version of
one-
our clothes, but we shatter the crowns.
I want
Yeah.
I want
Fuck
ones
yeah.
in chat if we want to be the Broken Crowns now.
The Broken Crowns? What about the Shattered Crowns?
The Shattered Crowns. Actually
Well,
I like it
then-
better.
I like the shatter
Also,
crowns.
also
Does
did you,
anyone
were,
else
you guys,
have any more?
Dude,
Were you guys
Shattered
proposing-
Crowns.
were you guys proposing Crown Breakers?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I like the Shattered Crowns.
I like the shatter
Although
crowns.
Crown Breakers is pretty tight too.
Yeah. Shattered
Okay.
Crown.
What do we want to go with?
Alright.
Definitely Knights of the Shattered Crown.
Oh, I mean, you could lead the Knights of the Shattered Crown in the
Yeah,
desert.
That sounds like a dope
Yeah.
name for your night.
That sounds really good.
So
Pretty
do we just-
tight.
so what do we want to do? Because I'm gonna change the Discord server.
We're the Shattered Crown.
We'd be the shatter crowns or the broken crowns. I like the shattered crowns.
Shattered.
sounds
I
good.
think Shattered is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to if I can rename.
Knights of the Shattered Crown. That's tight.
Can I rename this?
Yeah, you should be able
Server
to.
settings. Hang on, give me a sec.
Man,
I really
fucking
appreciate
like
all the
Dungeons and Dragons.
We
Thank you.
finally-
stuff that was really.
We
yeah,
closed
this
off
was-
the main arc. That was
I
the
thought about it today. Yeah.
that was the main arc closed.
Oh.
That's true. You never intended us for us to blow that shit up. That was never the idea.
No,
How many years later, and we finally just decided to blow that shit up? World
I never
spell ritual.
I never let anyone identify it.
Yeah, we still
Nice.
don't even know really what it is or what it does.
What the fuck? It's
We never
so
used
cool.
it. I don't think we used it a single time.
Very,
What the
very.
is about, man.
I don't know that I can rename this server, but
Did
I
we-
might just make it up.
Did we ever mind control a dwarf? I don't think that ever happened.
No,
Yes.
dude, I was
Lightly,
always. I mean,
light mind
yeah,
we
control.
did.
I was always
Absolutely we
worried it
did.
was gonna backfire on me.
Well, because it did a couple times.
It was so powerful. If you guys had walked into a dwarven village, you could have had them like all doing whatever you wanted. Like you guys. But if you had done that, then Quintus would have been like, okay, I'm gonna send all my assassins at you now.
Yeah.
So the whole trade off for me was like, do you guys sell it to the assassins or give it back to them like they wanted, or do you like go use it to your own ends and then they become your enemies and come and like fucking kill you? But you guys find the third route, which is cool. And I will say, this is what I want to leave us on a little bit of a cliffhanger. When you guys are sort of turning sail from with the red mushroom cloud in the background to sail back off into wherever, you see the sails of 3 ships come over the horizon, coming straight at you. Pirate ships, and we'll leave it at that because I wanna plan that out for next time. But I also think this is a good time for us to be like, let's switch to that one shot. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's play the one
That's
shot
true.
for a couple times. I think I'm pretty much ready for episode 1 of the one shot, but I don't know if all of our players are ready for, like all of our characters, I should say, are ready. So maybe we'll start next time by getting our characters all sorted out and all the details, and then we can start playing.
That would be nice. I
Sounds
would really
good.
like group input on some stuff.
Yeah.
I have like some written out like undead minions that I've named and created, but I would like to show it to the team and be like, hey, is acceptable? Should we change it at all?
Yeah.
So I have some stuff, but like I want all of y'all to just like look at.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah.
I changed
Sounds good.
our server name and picture.
Nice.
Oh, you did look at that! It's a shattered crown.
Nice.
Dope.
That's so
Right on.
tight. Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right.
All right. Good half session here today,
Yeah,
guys.
dude.
Yeah, man. Done
All
job.
good.
Done
See
job.
y'all soon.
Done.
Bye. Peace.
Love
Y'all
you
take
guys.
care.
Bye.
Later.